Hello, hello. Let me know if you see me and can hear me okay. Hopefully, we are live? Question mark. I think so. Okay. Should be good. I have a box to open, so I'll wait for some people to get here first. Oh, cool. We can do a start a Q&A. Interesting. Hmm. Hey, hi Eleanor. Hey Nightmare Crossing. Hey Tarantula Cribs. Okay, I am gonna try this feature. It says that we can do like a Q&A. So ask a question. Let me see what this does. Just curious. Oh, I don't know if I like that. What did that do? I don't know. Maybe that's not good. Because now I can't see the chat. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. So it will like prioritize. I don't know if that does anything. Hey Maxwell, hey Brant and Daniel and everybody. I wait all week for this. Okay, cool. Cuz like I kind of feel like mixed on doing it. I don't know, like I think the people who enjoy the live, but I feel like some people are annoyed when I go live, especially cuz it's so late. So, I'm sorry. I just think it's easier to do it all here on one channel though. Let me see. There's like all these new features too that like I'm still trying to figure out. And I know Reptiliadis and we were gonna try to go live together tonight, but I just said, let's try the feature first because there's this new feature on YouTube where you can go live with multiple channels instead of using like third-party software like you usually have to. So we're gonna try to figure that out for you guys, but not this week, maybe next week. Hi Bree, welcome. So I have this box, and it was somebody sent it to Tarantula Cribs for me because for some reason they couldn't send it to my PO box, and I don't know what it is. And I'm sorry, but I kind of forgot about it for a minute because it was in a bag, and he gave it to me in the bag, and then I kind of put it over there and forgot for a second. But I have it, so I thought we could open it. Josh, thank you so much for the super chat. A Mexican red knee. Okay, awesome. That's a great choice. So I'm glad you went with the Mexican red knee. Good luck. It's probably going to be like the first of many though, so don't blame me for that. Hey, David. Yes, my night is going good. I am in a social mood tonight, which is good. Last week, no, was it last week? The week before that, I was super tired, but like, yeah. Um, You finally got your C. elegans plushie. Yay! So I'm hoping that most people got their plushies by now. I do have another to release soon, but I don't want to release it until like everybody's gotten their plushies. So, um, I just want to make sure that everybody has it. I don't want to release another plushie if people are still waiting on their previous plushie. You know what I mean? I feel like, yeah, I feel like you should have the other one first. So once I feel like everybody who should have got one got theirs, then I'll release my next one. Maxwell, that's great advice to Josh. Yeah, humidity, don't stress too much ever for a tarantula. Mantis and stuff, yeah, I would stress a little bit more because they're sensitive, but oh, okay. I see this ask a question thing. So this Q&A thing, what's your favorite spider? Probably, I can't pick one. I get asked that all the time and it changes every time. But I do love my velvet spider. So, Rachel asks, how many tarantulas do you have? I would love one, but it's illegal in New Zealand along with snakes. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I think I have around 100 something. So, do I have a green bottle blue? Yes. Her name is Gumdrop, and I've had her a very long time. And how do you deal with ants in enclosures? Oh my God, that is a nightmare. I have huge issues with ants. I had huge issues with ants at our apartment, and we have huge issues with ants here. However, not in this room, fortunately. It's awful. I put a bait in our bathroom because I couldn't take a bath without a million ants coming into the bathtub and like attacking me, and they sting and it hurts. But yeah, okay, cool. This Q&A feature is pretty nice. I just wanted to see what it would do. So, anyway, going back to live chat. Welcome, alien. My first tarantula was a curly hair tarantula. Mine too. It's a good choice. Yeah, the tiny black ants are so I think there is a an invasive ant that is similar to the fire ants, and they kind of have that similar venom and they sting. Because I don't know if you know this, but ants are related to wasps, which I didn't know that until I got a velvet ant, really. So the more you know, but I will say I got stung randomly by an ant. I think it was either last year or the year prior. I was just sitting at the pool and I felt something like poke me, and it was just a little teeny tiny black ant, and it stung my wrist, which actually it swelled for like 2 days, and it hurt really, really bad at first, and then it started itching, and I'm like, how can an ant mess me up this much? Like, ants are, I don't like ants. I'm sorry, Mikey, Ants Canada, if you're watching. I don't like ants. I like your ants, but not ants that are not welcome in my home. Um, any venomous spiders? So yeah, all my spiders are venomous, but none are like I guess the most medically significant thing I have is my black widow, but like nothing I have is like deadly deadly. It's the black widow is probably the most venomous I have, and that's just something that's even native here, so it's not anything that you wouldn't come across outside. Do you think you might have too many tarantulas? I don't feel that. If I felt overwhelmed, then I probably wouldn't bring more in. But I think the way that I am able to handle it is because I just have like this system where I've broken it all down into smaller pieces when it comes to like caring for them, so it doesn't feel like a lot. Um, but also, I usually, as soon as I have a male like that's going to mature soon or is mature, I usually rehome them to somebody with a female, like right away, just so I have space and he can try to breed, so I'm still trying to find something more natural to get rid of in them that won't hurt my spiders. Yeah, so this is what concerns me too, because if you do use an ant bait and then say a spider does eat one of those ants, then in theory, like I would think that it would harm the spider, because that's kind of how like pesticides and stuff work. So I don't really know, like, um, we had a bunch of ants in our bedroom window as well, and I saw a jumping spider, like the cutest jumping spider, on the windowsill outside eating the ants. And so I purposely didn't put a bait there and just kind of like hoped that it would chill out, and it did eventually. But yeah, that I intentionally did not bait that windowsill because I saw the jumping spider. I was like, "Oh my God, now I can't do anything." Um, You made me want to get black widows and wolf spiders. I have been saving all the black widows. I can't wait to see how many I can save this year. That is so cool. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you. And I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day. Josh, ant venom can be quite potent. What does a bite from a tarantula feel like? What are some good beginner species to get? Thank you for the super chat again. And um, so I've never been bitten by a tarantula, fortunately, knock on wood. Sorry, I see the quality's dropping. We'll just have to wait it out for a second, but hopefully this still sounds okay. Even if it's grainy, let me know. Um, as for like beginner species, I'm always going to say anything Aphonopelma or Grammostola. And once this quality clears up, I will open this box because I got a box from one of you sent it to Tarantula Cribs for me. So yeah. I wish the internet would just work nicely for us. Well, it just give it to us 1 week. So I have about 20 tarantulas that I would love to give you if you want them. I really appreciate that, but I don't have the space to take in 20 tarantulas, at least not at once. All right, I'll keep answering questions until the quality catches back up because at least you guys can hear. Okay. All right, clicking back on the Q&A um, feature. What does my shirt say? That is Mr. Tarantula Cat asking. It says Spider Squad because that is what I call you guys. It's my Spider Squad, especially like my members. Um, let me see. I notice so much subtle crossover between the Tarantula and punk emo communities, especially with the merch you and Richard rep for some videos. What's your favorite bands? So we just saw The Devil Wears Prada last week. No, was it last week? I think it was. We just saw Devil Wears Prada and it was really good. But pretty much anything that I listened to in like 2007 to 2012, I still listen to. And there's some new ones. I love Poppy. Poppy's like my favorite, but everybody knows that by now probably. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this box. I did kind of cheat a little. I didn't like look. I didn't peek. I think the quality's back. At least it looks better on my computer now. So, um, I just cut it open and I saw there's a note, and that's all. That's as far as I got. So I just did the hard part, which is like cutting the box open. So it says, and if you sent this to Tarantula Cribs for me, this is your package. Hello, Tarantula Cat family. Thank you so much for your amazing content. You're helping a lot with my fear of everything invertebrate related and especially spiders. The objects in this package were inspired by you and your content. I hope you love it. Inside the goodies. Oh, I don't want to read. I don't want to read what the goodies are. I want to be surprised. So, but this is from Steph. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what is in this box from Steph. What's my favorite pokey? Probably the Vitatas, the Ghost Ornamentals, or the P Metallicas. It's a tie. It's a tie. Okay. Am I going to Warp Tour? If they came here, I would. Let's see. Oh my god, is this a little... Oh my gosh, is this a little pillowcase? It is. It's like a spider, right? Oh my god, it is. Look at that. I really need to get... I have another pillowcase I need to get a pillow for. I believe that's what it is, because look. Where is it? Where did that go? Okay. See, look, I bought this from my friend. She makes them, and it's a little pillowcase as well. That's so cute. Like, I need to find pillows this size, and I can put it on my bench back there with my other spider pillows. It's perfect. But I need pillows. I just don't know how to, like, measure a pillow. I love my P. Miranda. I have not had a P. Miranda before. If you can't find a pillow that size, you can stuff them with stuffing. Why didn't I think of that? That is genius. Thank you for that. Okay, this says goodies. Let's see. Oh yeah, and by the way, this came from Canada. So quite a distance. Oh boy. Okay, we got some Pokemon stickers. Welcome Avery's Jungle. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here are lots of lots of stickers. Jack and Sally too. Okay, we got a ton of Pokemon stickers and a bunch of little characters and stuff that I like. Whoop. And we got some keychains. I think they made these. Yeah, it looks like they did. Let me see. Just some cute little keychains. Cute and creepy. Very nice. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, did I drop one? I did. Oh, is this, that's a Zelda one, right? Very cool. All right. And I see something with lots of spider web. This looks very, internet is better now. Yeah, okay, good, good, good. Okay, so this is, I think, the main thing. And I think they made it. So, hopefully it didn't break. It looks fragile. Do I have scissors? Nope. Alright, we're gonna have to be careful. I never have scissors. I can't have scissors. They get stolen. Thank you, Nikki. I'm glad it helps you. Oh my god, this is so cool. Wow. It's very spider webby. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I did look at the customs because it came through from Canada, so there was customs. So I knew that it was gonna be some kind of clock. And so here is the little clock, and then it looks like it just takes like a double A battery. Yeah. And then here are the hands, which I think are Is it? Oh, that is so, oh my God, that is amazing, you guys. Okay, so this is a clock. Look at the hands. I don't know how well you can tell, but it is a black widow and a gummy worm. Oh my gosh. That is so cool, and I think they made it. Look at that. This gummy worm is everything. Oh my God, that is so cool. Oh wow. I love it. Thank you so much. And I think they gave me, what is this? A card. Let me see. Okay, so directions and then clocks and props. What is this? Um, okay, yeah. So it looks like they have like an Etsy and stuff. I don't know how well you can see this if you guys can read it, but I guess they make it and that is so so cool. Thank you so much. I will definitely find somewhere to put it. I'm kind of so it kind of is hard to hang things in here because we have a brick wall. And so we have to drill into brick to hang things. But Mr. Tarantula Cat has he hung up this for me. It's like I found it on Amazon, I think. Let me show you. It was quite a project. Oh, oh, accidental plush reveal. Don't look. Close your eyes. Okay. So this thing, it's like I don't think you can see it that well, but we hung that up. It's a little shelf and I put all my little spider crystals on it. And then look at that tarantula poster I put up there. But we didn't actually hang that one up because drilling in brick sucks. It's probably not great to drill in brick. But yeah, I will try to find, I don't know. We have paneling on this side and then brick on this side. So, yeah. Are you doing Animal Con this year? I don't know what's going on with Animal Con, but probably not because I don't have a real ID and I don't really have the time to figure that out. If they're doing it soon, I don't know. But probably not, unfortunately. But yeah, no, that is really cool. I love the little gummy worm. I'm gonna have to have Mr. Tarantula Cat tinker with us to figure it out though, because I don't know how to put things together. Plush and view. Oh no. Oh no. Thank you, Mr. Tarantula Cat. Oh, you can still see it. Right. Okay. Oh, I'm so dumb. I forgot this one's the camera. I got two cameras going on. Kinda, I don't know. So the next plushie that's coming out, I feel so bad for Makeship because I feel like I have completely like bothered them the most over this one, but it's a jumbo plushie, so it's bigger, so it's going to cost a little bit more. So it had to be perfect. So I've had them remake it like so many times. I've delayed it so many times. You guys, we made this plushie like I think over a year ago. And I keep putting it off to like make little changes because I don't know, since it's going to be a little bit more expensive, it has to be like perfect. You know what I mean? It's bigger. It's bigger. So, but yeah. So, I don't even know which version you saw because there's multiple versions of it I have, but you'll get a reveal when it's released, which is hopefully soon. Hopefully. Um, but yeah. Thank you for deleting the memory. I appreciate it. You all have forgotten. So, it's like when the aliens abduct you and they wipe your entire memory of that event. Do you guys believe those stories? Because, like, I think they're real, but I'm sorry to ask. You can get sticky traps. You don't do sticky traps. Sticky traps are like, so they're kind of inhumane because people use them for like bugs and stuff, but then like mice or snakes or like little reptiles and stuff, they get stuck in the sticky traps and then they essentially just like starve to death and dehydrate and it's really sad. So I would almost recommend like an ant bait if you guys are still talking about ants. But yeah, they're not good, which I didn't know that they're not good either until I started really getting into bugs and everything and so don't feel bad if you didn't know. Now you know. Avery, thank you so much. I'm glad you do. And I don't know, like I said, I'm most nervous about this. Actually, I'm not. I'm not most nervous about this plush. I'm actually more nervous for a different one that I'm also delaying like a ton. Like I keep delaying it over and over and over. And then we randomly worked on this other plushie and it came out perfect like the first time and I'm like, "Oh my God." So I might do that one. I don't know. I don't know. And then I have like two more plushie ideas that I want to get started working on. So I like to make them like way in advance because then I can like keep tweaking them until they're perfect. Like I wish I still had like pictures of what the first like let me see if I still have a picture of what my OBT plushie looked like before like the first version. It's so funny. If you saw the first version of a lot of my plushies, you would be like, "Wow." But they always like make it and then I take it into Photoshop and then I edit it and like tell them what I want fixed. Yeah, I don't think I can find it. I posted it before though, but yeah, I'm really picky these days. But yeah, too bad. Goody Sapphire plushie would be cool. Yeah, I agree. I agree for sure. That's definitely on my list, but Versicolor plushie. Oh my God. Shh, stop. Like you guys, you're guessing all my ideas of what I want to do. I'm wondering how you know if it's a female or a male. So, if you don't follow me on Instagram, go to Instagram because I just posted like last week a guide on how to sex your tarantula's molt, and I think that was like one of the best guides I've made so far. So definitely it's tarantula.cat. So there's a period between tarantula and cat on Instagram. I'm still looking for that first version of Zelda pick because that was so funny. Oh, here it is. Okay. You guys want to see what Nibbles. This is. Okay. So basically, when it comes to designing the plushies, I send them a bunch of reference pictures. I tell them what I want, and I just describe it to them, and then they kind of draw a mock up. And then once they draw the mock-up, I usually tell them a few more changes, they make the changes, do another mock-up, and then eventually, like once we're on the same page, I say, okay, like let's go ahead and make it a plushie and see what it looks like. So then they make it a plushie, and then they send me pictures of the plushie, and then from there, I either approve it or I say no, and we um, work on it some more. So this is what. Okay. Don't fall, don't fall. Okay. All right. So you guys know this is what Nibbles looked like, right? And then she came with these little wings. Look at her butt. Okay, this is the first version of her. Look at her. She was just all orange, like all this plain orange. And they made her little devil horns silver and I it was just like all this like same orange material, which is what we used for her face. So then I had them change the material on her butt and add the pattern, and then I also photoshopped, you know, how I wanted her eyes to be more cute because I wanted her to be kind of like evil but also like really cute at the same time. So like that is the first version, and then I think there might have been one or two more versions in between this one. So that's kind of like what the process is like, but like every version of her, it takes like weeks for them to like tweak it and then actually like make it and everything. So like it's kind of like a time consuming process. But yeah, so that's kind of how it goes. And like I said, with this next plushie, I feel like I've driven them crazy because it's gotten as far as them sending me multiple samples. They send me a sample for like final approval. And Yeah. I love jumping spiders. They're so cute. Me too. I want to do another jumping spider plushie, but it I don't know who. And I want it to be different than pumpkin. I ordered 8 tarantulas from Spider Shop. Thanks to you, Kat. I found a new spider shop. I normally get them from Tom. Get them from Tom too, though, because Tom's awesome as well. I love so many vendors, but what I go based on is like who has what I'm looking for. Eyeless plushie, I thought the same. Like that would be so cool, but I don't know. Like I haven't really featured Hylas much on my channel, so but it's definitely like it's crossed my mind. Maybe if I get another Hylas like someday and have like some better luck, then yeah. Mantis plushie. So I was just thinking the other day when I went to this place in St. Louis, it's called the City Museum. So much fun. It's not what it sounds like at all. It's like an indoor giant playground, and that also doesn't sound fun, but it's like just like Google it one day. But they have like this little I made a video there actually. And they have this like little entomology like bug thing inside of it and they sell plushies in the gift shop and I got this really cool mantis plushie. I don't know where I put it, but it was like a pink one. Like it's so cute. And I was like thinking about it the other day. I'm like, what happened to it? Because I want to display it in here with my other plushies. I love plushies. Sorry, I'm rambling about plushies, but Um, or make a plushie of Bowser, we love him. I'm just gonna say if there was a plushie of Bowser coming, that's probably the one that's had the most revisions so far, and it's still not right. So, then, yeah. Okay, I'm glad you guys like the plushie rambling. But yeah, I just like it's just so much more than like a toy to me. Like it's so silly to say that, but like especially like the plushies I make, they're way more than just like a toy. Like they have the characteristic. I want them to have that characteristic of the actual spider itself, you know? And like you know how Nibbles, she's my OBT, so she's like very crabby sometimes, but she's also like really cute and chill if you're not bothering her. And so I just wanted to encapsulate personalities in the plushie, which I think we did a good job. But I also wanted to have like features that like an OBT would have. So, you know, the pattern on her back and all of that, like it has to be not obviously like perfect, but it has to kind of give that vibe. And then also, I don't know if you know this, but all my plushies eye patterns are actually accurate to like the species they are. Because like a spider's eye pattern is super duper important when it comes to identifying them. So like, for example, oop, almost grabbed one that's not released. Gotta be careful. But let me just show you like, oh, and my black widow. Okay, so like, oh, velvet spider eye pattern. And then compare that with, you know, a tarantula's. And then compare that with a wolf spider. You see what I'm saying? It's like really important because if you're identifying spiders, you have to know their eye pattern and then a jumping spider. And then my black widow too, we did the button eyes with her and they have these like the reason why I did buttons, oh, don't fall, don't fall. Like the reason why I did buttons with her was because if you like Google a black widow and you look really closely at their eyes, they have these little button eyes in a pattern like that. So it's just like really important. So I feel like they're very like educational at the same time. And yeah, and I like them to be like cute too because we want to win over the arachnophobes. Like if somebody hates spiders, but then you give them this plushie, dude, nobody could hate this. Nobody could. Like look at that. She has a little heart on her abdomen. Like who could be scared of this? Exactly. Like who would want to squish this? So it's just I don't know, it's really important. Look at how her little booty. I wasn't around for Maple, and when I saw how much people try to resell them for, I didn't even second guess jumping on buying Kewpie. LOL, the first one I've been around for and the best one so far. Really, you got I think my favorite, I love Kewpie, but I think Nibbles might edge Kewpie out just a little bit for me, but we have some really good ones coming, so And yeah, the resell is crazy. I don't have anything to do with that. So, but I do have some that I'm signing and I will be auctioning off at some point. I'm just kind of like trying to figure out how to do that. But yeah, I'll let you guys know, obviously. My girlfriend bought and resold Maple for $100. Yeah, I'm not surprised, but like I get it because they are limited. Like they're limited edition. I can't even have them remade if I wanted to. Like because I'm working with, that company and there's a contract and all of that. So while it's like my design, they're the ones putting all the time and effort into like taking my design and actually turning it into the product. So it's not like I can just like turn around and that makes perfect sense. So, but I mean, they are super limited edition and they're made to order, so I can't really, yeah. The reseller is obviously definitely not your fault. Haha, people are just be crazy. Can't wait for future ones. Thanks. Yeah. This is why I jumped the pre-order first thing to avoid that. Yes. Are you gonna do any breeding this year? I would really like to. And like I've really been suspicious that my Gandana minnow is on a sack. Every day I'm checking. That's my velvet spider that I bred one of Wednesday's babies with. Every single day I'm checking to see if there's any change. But like I feel like she's sitting on something, and I'm really hoping that she laid a sack. She should have by now, I think, and she's been sitting in this one spot like the whole time. So I'm really, really hoping that that's the case. But yeah. Um, how many tarantulas, jumping spiders are you up to now? After tomorrow, I will have 228 in my baby collection. Oh my gosh. So I think you beat me because I don't have any babies. I did have some jumping spider babies, but I rehomed those because I don't really vend them or anything. So yeah. Salem is not mature yet. Not yet. So once he is, though, Helena will be his girlfriend. Let me go back to the Q&A part. I'm just curious. Okay. Are you planning to live stream any games, Kat? I want to. I want to. I still need to figure that out with Mr. Tarantula Kat. But yes, we want to. But we would do that on Twitch, not here. Um, what's your favorite or top three true spiders? Jumping, Velvet, Wolf, probably. Probably. Do you still talk to Exotic Slayer and Darkden? Still talk. Yes, we all talk still, but I will say, I talk to Darkden more than I talk to Exotic Slayer, and I talk to Exotic Slayer's wife way more than I actually talk to him. I love his wife. She's the best. So I've actually become like pretty good friends with Exotic Slayer's wife. Yeah, I absolutely love her. So that's who I hear from mostly. She wished me a happy Mother's Day, which was very sweet. Are you if you could make another set of spiders for Animal Crossing, what would they be? Either actual villagers or just stuff you catch for blathers? Um, I oh, I don't know. I think a trapdoor spider would be cool. What if you're just like how you have to dig for the mole cricket and stuff? Wouldn't that be so cool if you had to dig for a trapdoor spider and then it just like jumps out at you and threat poses you? I think that'd be cool. So I only stream on YouTube weekly, and it's Monday nights, usually around 10 p.m. my time. However, I'm thinking I'm gonna move it up a little bit earlier. I think we're gonna shoot for maybe 7 or 8 p.m. eventually, but I'm not sure yet. Twitch is like a on a back burner thing. I have a couple things on the back burner I need to deal with, and that's one of them. Stop the Squish website, still working on that. That's what kind of been on the back burner. So I have like, yeah. How moist do you keep your Theraphosa's enclosure? I have two water dishes and spray the substrate once or twice a week. I get nervous they will dry out. I think that's a perfect system. I have fungus gnats and I always get fungus gnats on in my I can't talk. In my Theraphosa enclosures, I always get fungus gnats because I'm always keeping it like extra damp, but I think that's the safest thing to do. It's not like the fungus gnats or anything except kind of annoying. So yeah. Um, oh, I'm still looking at the questions. My bad, sorry. Um, have you ever thought about keeping velvet worms? I don't know. I've thought about it, but I probably wouldn't. All right, I'm gonna go back to live chat. Yeah, so that ask a question feature is pretty cool. I'm going to a pet show this weekend and want to get a Theraphosa blondie and a tailless whip scorpion. Any advice on either of them? So for the Theraphosa blondie, they are pretty fragile. But as long as you're keeping them like damp, like it'll be okay. From Australia, love your videos. Why did you go into keeping spiders? I love my jumping spiders. I don't know. I think one of the biggest reasons why I got into them was because they were very low maintenance and there was so many options. So like just so many species, so many different things to learn about. And so yeah, that's probably like I don't know. You know, there's so many options. You got to try them all. Okay, I think I'm pretty caught up. I'm fixing to be 46 July 28th. That's close to Fiona's birthday. I have a trapdoor spider I found in my basement. They're cool. I have jumping spiders in my basement. And I thought about catching one and keeping it, but honestly, they're down there doing their job, so I'm not going to bother them. They like to live on the windowsills in my basement. And they're like the bigger tan ones, too. Have you ever dealt with mites in your enclosures? I have an outbreak. They don't seem harmful, but I would like to get rid of them. Oh, yeah, I have. Oh my God, yeah. Like, okay, so first of all, not all mites are harmful. Say it with me. Not all mites are harmful. Mites are a lot of times just like a reflection of like a very natural, bioactive like thing. And the kind of mites that you see that are walking around the enclosure on the glass, um, 9 times out of 10, they're just these like little, I think they're called grain mites or something like that. I don't know. They're totally harmless, but their populations can explode. And that's happened to me several times. The only time it's happened though, and I noticed like there's a pattern, is if I have like a cup of water or a spray bottle of water next to superworms. And I really think that superworms are like where where it started, but like I had it at our old apartment. There was one time I went in to the bedroom and I was like on my hutch, like just like doing maintenance, and I just noticed there was all these mites, like all over the hutch, just these little white mites. And it was those grain mites. The population exploded because I had just watered. I had a source of water and a source of food, and yeah, it was so how I dealt with that. I just took all the spiders off the hutch. I had just like some spray like alcohol sprayed it down, just wiped it all down, everything down, let it dry, and then I put all the spiders back and I just let all of their enclosures dry out for like maybe a week or so and totally solved the problem. So, that's what I did. As for like the parasitic mites, no, I've never dealt with those. Those are not very common unless you're getting like wild caught that can happen. But like even then, there's certain trapdoor species that like almost always have them and they're not like this like death sentence either, but obviously I still would isolate from my collection, but yeah. I hope that answered your question, but yeah, mites, they're like a whole topic. They're like a series of videos. They're not just like a one video kind of thing. They're like literally a series of videos. I could talk a lot about mites. They're not the same as like snake mites or anything like that. Like that's obviously like always bad. And fortunately, knock on wood, I've never had that happen either, but yeah, millipedes almost always have mites, especially those giant African millipedes. They have mites that are like symbiotic. So the mites benefit from the millipedes and the millipedes benefit from the mites. And I know that some roach, I think dubia roaches or no, it's hissing roaches, a lot of times also have those mites that like hang out on them, and it's not like harmful. So, yeah. I'd love to see a mite series. Yeah. I could, like I said, I could probably go on. I successfully bred through. Oh, sorry, I can't read. I successfully bred rough green snakes this weekend. Do you know anything about what temps to incubate the eggs? I don't know anything about breeding snakes. I'm sorry. I really don't like know as much about reptiles as like other like keepers that regularly make reptile content. So, I know what how to take care of what I have, but yeah, that's really it. um Any other Cirrocosmus species interests besides C. elegans? Yeah, so I have a few different species. I did an unboxing, I think back in January from Spider Shop, and I unboxed like two or three, maybe even four types of them. I did lose one though, so but they were like super duper tiny. I have baby jumping spiders now. Thank you for inspiring me. That's awesome, Alexis. Have fun raising them. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. Okay, I'm gonna go back to questions. I'm gonna answer a few more, and then I'm probably gonna hop off of here at 11. So I figured we'll just do these lives for like 45 minutes to an hour, um, every week. I think that's like a good time because I run out of things to talk about. So, but yeah. What do you feed jumpers and what do you feed tarantulas? So, jumping spiders, from what everybody says, they do prefer like prey that flies. However, I've had no issues feeding them crickets, and so I do feed them crickets mostly. And my jumping or my tarantulas, I feed a huge variety. I do dubias, I do crickets, I do um, superworms a lot, and hornworms, and I think that's really it. Um, Back to live chat. Do I have any youthless species? Tips on keeping them? I do. Um, they are so it's kind of confusing to me though because youthless, there's several youthless species that have changed like their names. So like my Homioma chiliensis used to be a youthless species red. Um, but I don't even know. One is like an unnamed youthless species and it's little and brown and it's really feisty. There's like so many different kinds though. I don't know. But in general, they're pretty chill and easy to take care of, like most tarantulas, so. Exotic Slayer has bred snakes before. Yeah, I don't, I really don't remember, but I'm sure he has. I think he has, I don't know if he still has more reptiles than me, but at one time I think he did have more reptiles. I got my headphones from Micro Center, and it's this brand. I don't know the brand. I forgot the name, but I just like the mic. The mic is like pretty good, I think. Oh, geez, Carrie, you have a ton. So, I mean, you're probably fine. Snake discovery for snake breeding tips. Yeah, Emily and them, they definitely know way more about snakes than me. So, yeah. I feel like maybe, oh, they did ask me a spider question once though. So I do feel special for that. I'm pretty sure they asked me about their T vegans they bred. Unless that's a fever dream. But I'm pretty sure she did ask me about that one time at an expo. I'm feeding peanut beetle mealworms. They are small enough for jumping spiders. I drop them on webbing. It holds them till the little spood can attack. Hmm. I've been feeding the mantis waxworms lately, but I'm trying to get the waxworms to turn into moths because I think the mantis and probably my jumping spiders would have a lot of fun with those. So hopefully I have some luck with that. I think I have, let's see, how are you? Let me, oh boy. Okay, you guys want to see something? All right. These are alive. Does anybody know what these are? Don't say poop. Don't say poop. Yeah, they are hornworms. So weird. Look at it. Oh, they move. Look at them. They move. This one's moving a lot. Oh, look at it. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Yeah, they're little larvae. Just living their life. I don't know what I'm. Oh, it's flipping around. Oh, God. Sorry, I've awoken them. Yeah, they're hornworms. They're gonna turn into moths. That was an accident, but I was like, let's see what happens. Oh, now they're all wiggly. Oh my God, stop. Ugh. Oh my God. Look at this mini bathtub I bought. I should put dirt in here and just let them. I don't know. I got this because I wanted to take some pictures of a tarantula in it. Isn't it cute? I'll put them in here for now. It's fine. Just totally normal thing happening right now. Just putting my larvae in my mini bathtub. Just set them there for now. I don't know if I'll feed those off to anything. I kind of just want to like have some moths, and maybe once they die I'll pin them because I haven't pinned bugs in forever and I love to pin bugs. Last year I had way too much fun with the cicadas. That was so much fun, dude. Like, oh my God. So many cicadas. I still have like a whole bunch of dead cicadas to pin in my garage, and I have a bunch on the walls. I have like a whole jar, a whole mason jar of their molts. Did your ear hearing get a little better? Yes, thank you for asking. Holy, oh my God, that was so scary. So I said on Instagram a couple days ago, so oh my God, this has never happened to me before, but I'm getting old. So I guess what happened was I went and saw The Devil Wears Prada, and I go to concerts all the time, like have for a very long time. And never had this happen to this extent. Like every time I go to a concert and I leave, my ears are always ringing because like everybody's does that, I think. But when we left, I could barely hear out of my left ear, and I was like, okay, well, whatever, because the stage was like this way, and so the big speakers, my head was like right there, and I always go to that spot at that venue, and I have since I was a teenager. I go to this venue all the time. So, my ear, I couldn't really hear out of it, and it was ringing so bad, and it was like super muffled. And I've had like the ear ringing and stuff every time after a concert, but I've never had it to where it's like muffled, muffled. And so I went to bed that night and it was still ringing, and I was like kind of worried. But then I woke up at 2 in the morning, and I immediately like noticed that my ear was still ringing really bad and like super duper muffled. And I like started freaking out. Like I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, "Oh my God, why can I not hear out of my ear good still? Like why is this lasting so long? Like is it going to be like this forever?" And I started like absolutely panicking. I think I talked to Chat GPT for a little bit, and that calmed me down. And then I woke up at like 10:30 the next day, and it was still ringing and it was still muffled, and it just made me feel so like off balance, and like I love this word, but it made me feel discombobulated. I think that word's so funny. Um yeah, so it was not going away, and so at that point, I was like, "I don't know what to do," like, and I talked to ChatGPT. I had read on Reddit a bunch of stuff that, like, it's probably, like, this temporary thing that can happen after concerts. So I text Mr. Tarantula Cribs, Dr. Tarantula Cribs Mo, and he was working the ER, like, over the weekend too. I was like, "I don't know what to do," like, and I read that maybe I should get prednisone, and he was like, "Unless you have inflammation, prednisone's not really gonna do anything." And it's probably temporary, and like you're probably just gonna have to wait it out. But he was like, I felt a little scolded because he said it's like cumulate I can't say the word, like it adds up over time. And I was like, damn, like I'm so dumb, like I never wear ear protection, I go to the metal shows all the time, and like we have like 3 more concerts in the next month. Yes. Cumul cumulative. Sorry. Thank you. You guys got me. See? You get me. So I ordered some earplugs. Oh, anyway, it's better. It's better. But I definitely think I have some hearing loss in this ear now that I think about it because like I'm always every time I go to concerts, I'm always facing this way and like the speakers are like right there, you know what I mean? And well, like when I talk on the phone, I noticed this like forever ago. When I talk on the phone, I always talk on this ear because like I even with the sound all the way up, I just feel like I can't hear it good enough with this ear and now I'm like, "Oh my God." Like have I permanently ruined my ears? Probably. But yeah, I it's better now. It's still like ringing. I not us aging. I know. I know. And it was so funny too because like I was seeing Devil Wears Prada and the last time I saw them was like 2009. And I was like I think that was the last time I saw them. I might have seen them another time like back in the day. But anyway, I was like, "Oh my God, this makes me feel so old because like damn." But anyway, yeah, it's better. But I'm wearing earplugs. Like I bought some nice ones for shows and yeah, that was so scary. Literally cried like 3 times because I couldn't hear shit from it. Like it was just so muffled and just ringing so bad and it just felt so off. And think I don't think I edit. Oh, that's right. I didn't edit that day. I ended up not even editing because I posted yesterday. I was going to post the day before that, but I was like I cannot sit there and edit and like I just couldn't. I'm probably ancient. You guys know I'm just joking. I'm from the 80s. Oh, so is my husband. So I'm a huge fan. What's your favorite first time spider you would tell past you to run out and get now? Phytobis regius? Probably jumping spiders. Probably. Oh, my Mexican black king snake's out, and I think you know what? I wonder if I can I? Oh, I can switch it. Look at that. Here we go. Look at look at Vecna. Look how cute we are. Yeah, I've been looking at her this whole time. She's so cute. She's just like sitting out sunbathing. They absolutely love sunbathing. We used to just do belly heat, but we switched back to the lights and like they absolutely love it. Like all of them come out. And here's Mimikyu's tail. And then Pugsley, good luck. You're not gonna see Pugsley, my other snake, but yeah. There's Mimikyu. And then here is Miss Daisy. She's always sunbathing. Oh, Carl's not out right now. His little house and everything is out of his tank. His water dish is under there though. But yeah, Carl's not out. He got fed and we didn't put those back in, but yeah. But yeah, she's so cute. Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can switch it back without ruining it. Okay. Okay, that's good. I know that I can switch. I was thinking about feeding my velvet spiders on live today, and maybe I will do that next week because I didn't want to feed them like with this front camera. It would need to be the back camera. So maybe we'll do that next week. Now that I know, I can switch it when I'm live. But yeah, all right. I'm probably going to hop off now. Hi, Kat. Love your channel. It's late. Snakes or spiders? If you can only choose one, spiders. But I love both. Where can I get velvet spiders? I know Tom Patterson from Hardcore Arachnids has some right now, so probably his website. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, BWP Photography. But it's been an hour and I have to get a few things done tonight before bed. So, but thank you everyone for joining. I had fun tonight and thank you to whoever sent me this clock. I'm absolutely like this is so freaking cool. Like I love it. Absolutely love it. So, yeah. But thank you everyone, and we will be back next week. We might start streaming a little bit earlier. I think maybe around like 8ish Central Time. So, I'm gonna aim. I think I'm gonna start aiming for that. Maybe a little bit a little bit earlier. So thank you, and I will see you guys soon, and I'll have a new video for you soon. So yeah, good night.